Hello, this is Tom Searcy with the 1% Difference, and this week I want to talk to you about talking outside of your comfort zone. Listen, if you want to land bigger sales, you've got to talk to bigger people about bigger problems. And maybe the issue that you need to is how do I get to bigger people? Now, this is not just a contact process. This isn't just about prospecting, making more phone calls, sending out more emails, sending out more three-dimensional mail. There are really three things it's going to take for you to be successful talking to people at a higher level in the organization. You're going to need to figure out you. You're going to need to figure out a different message, and you're going to need to think out different access. Now, let's talk about you. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're not comfortable talking to CXOs of these companies. Let's face it, most of the time we spend our lives talking to what? Lower, middle-level managers, even upper-level managers, but maybe not CXOs of big companies. And it can be a little bit intimidating, so how do you get over that? Well, one of the ways that you get over that is that you don't go to where their power zone is, you go to where your power zone is. What does that mean? It means finding a topic by doing the research on the executive with whom you're going to speak through LinkedIn or through digital strategies to figure out a lot more about that particular individual and find out what you share in common. One of my favorite stories is a guy that I knew, and he was a lower level sales guy who was trying to get to a very, very senior executive. And he didn't know how to do it, and he'd set this out as a goal, and he didn't know what he was going to talk about. And he went and started researching this guy, and he figured out that this guy was a Mustang freak. This guy loved Mustangs. My friend, or the sales rep that I was talking about, was the same thing. He was a Mustang freak. And so what he did was he did all the research about what this guy liked and the things that were in the background, and he started sending him emails of pictures of Mustangs and said, I understand you're a Mustang collector and a Mustang aficionado, so am I. I just want to spend a couple minutes talking about you and your collection, and here's some pictures of my collection. Bingo. They went to a place where they had a commonality. The position wasn't like this anymore, was it? It was like this. And so part of it is just figuring out you. Figure out a place that you've got power and you've got some control and you've got some confidence that you can speak to that individual. All right, now the second thing is that you got to work on your message. Listen, people that are higher up the organization, they're up there because they're supposed to be focusing on different problems. If you've listened to my other things or read my books or been involved in any of my workshops, then you know I'm talking about the ideas that executives are paid to solve three kinds of problems. Problems of time, problems of money, and problems of risk. And in this case, you need to figure out what are the business problems that these folks are trying to solve. I mean, listen, if you're going to land bigger sales, you got to talk to bigger people about bigger problems. I'm going to tell you, you cannot be solving the same kind of problems of your everyday prospect if you're going to go ahead and be talking to these much larger guys. You got to figure out what are their issues. Finally, you got access. How are you going to figure out a way to connect to them? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to do one of two strategies. Either hard rock mining, lots of calls, lots of emails, lots of shipping of things, or you got to figure out where they're going. What particular places are they going as far as in the industry? Are they going to trade associations? Are they going doing keynote speaking? Are they out in the marketplace in some sort of a senior leadership role in which you can connect with them there? You can either go knock on all the doors that all the other people are knocking on, or you can go find them where it is that they're going to be. And I'll talk about this more in one of my future upcoming 1% Difference episodes. But until then, go out and make the 1% difference. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell, and that way we'll let you know every time there are new videos that are out there. And you can also visit our website below.